Yes, well, we have that Austin shooting, but just a few hours ago, we had another shooting. An 8-year-old boy was rushed to the hospital after being shot in the left leg. Now, this happened around 1 o'clock this morning as he rode in a vehicle with a 28-year-old man who was also shot in the back when someone inside a dark-colored SUV opened fire on them. This shooting is really just one of some of the weekend violence that occurred that has now so far left at least 47 people wounded and 5 people dead. Now, this weekend violence also happened in the Austin neighborhood, as you mentioned. There was also a mass shooting that left 6 people wounded. Most of the victims are female, the youngest just 12. It happened late Saturday night in Chicago's Austin neighborhood. Investigators say the victims were attending a party in the 5000 block of West Ohio. They were standing on the street with a group of people when a dark-colored SUV pulled up, and those inside opened fire. Now, a 12-year-old girl was shot in the hand. 13 and 14-year-old girls were struck in the lower back, while a 15-year-old girl suffered a graze wound to the head and a gunshot wound to her lower back. Now, all the girls were transported to area hospitals and are now in fair condition. Another victim, a 19-year-old woman, is recovering after being shot in the back. And we are also told that a 6th victim, the only male wounded in the attack, a 25-year-old, walked into an emergency room at an area hospital with a gunshot wound to the lower back. He was treated and released. At this hour, of course, police continuing to investigate and work all of these particular crimes, but so far, no one is in custody. Reporting live from the Chicago Police Department headquarters here at 35th and Michigan, Evelyn Holmes, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. She's so fine. Blows my mind.
What's good, guys? Today is Sunday, July the 18th, 2021. This story came out roughly 30 minutes ago at 9 o'clock a.m. coming via the Chicago Tribune in an article wrote by Catherine Rosenberg Douglas. Girls 12, 13, 14, and 15 among 6 shot in South Austin mass shooting. 8-year-old young man shot in separate attack overnight in Chicago. 6 people, including 4 teenage girls, the youngest of them 12 years old, were shot during a mass shooting on the west side late last night. Less than 2 hours later, an 8-year-old was shot in an unrelated shooting that left 2 people wounded, according to Chicago police. 6 people who had been attending a party were shot around 11:40 p.m. in the 5000 block of West Ohio Street in South Austin, according to a police media notification. They had been standing on a sidewalk in a group when occupants in a dark-colored SUV fired shots into the crowd, police say. Among the injured, a 15-year-old girl suffered a graze wound to the head and a gunshot wound to her buttocks, and she was taken to Mount Sinai in fair condition. A woman, 19, suffered a gunshot wound to the back, and she was taken to Strauger in fair condition. A 13-year-old suffered a gunshot wound to her buttocks and was taken to Strauger in fair condition. A 14-year-old suffered a gunshot wound to the buttocks and was taken to Strauger in fair condition. A 12-year-old suffered a gunshot wound to the hand and was taken by family members to West Suburban Medical Center in Oak Park, where she was listed in fair condition. A man, 25, arrived at Mount Sinai with a gunshot wound to his buttocks. He was treated and released, police said. In an unrelated shooting about 1:05 a.m., the 8-year-old was one of 2 people shot in the 2000 block of West 83rd Street in the Gresham neighborhood, police said. The child was in a moving vehicle with a 28-year-old man when someone in a black SUV opened fire, shooting at their vehicle. The man was taken to Advocate Christ Medical Center in Oaklawn with a gunshot wound to the back, and he was treated and released, police said. The 8-year-old was also taken to Advocate Christ Medical Center for treatment of a gunshot wound to his left leg. He is listed in good condition. No arrests have been made in either case. Now, what I want to say about this is If you know, this is just my opinion now, I'm just saying. If you know everything that you know about the city of Chicago, and you have your child or children out at 2 o'clock in the morning, when you know they have been shooting inside of vehicles for no reason, you're taking a gamble. I'm just saying. And it sounds like the group of teenage girls were, um, obviously had their backs to the shooters, and that's why everyone was hit where they were hit. So they didn't even notice them, which tells me that the shooters didn't see a face. They just shot. That's so scary. It is so incredibly scary. I hope they catch these people. I don't know what all technology they use to do so, if they use technology to do so. But I hope they catch these people that shoot inside of moving vehicles and into crowds of people that they do not know. A bullet has no name on it. I'm just saying. I'm going to end the story on that note. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.